Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Xenoblade Chronicles. Yes, between last episode and this one I really didn't do much, cause I really felt like going straight into exploring this big old jungle area we just unlocked. And I'm very curious to see what we can find here. And of course, how easy or how hard the enemies here will be. Can we? Oh no, it's here. I was hoping I could test the luring, but maybe we need to do that before we engage. It's either engage it or you lure it, it's one of the two. But I think I just did see it underneath the attack button. But yeah, these enemies are doable. Let's kill a bigger one. Ah, so we actually throw a rock against it. Well, that's one way to lure in an enemy. Ooh, Battle Soul, half current HP if feels still engaged. Yeah, that's a very risky proposition. And I don't think we need it against these enemies. And yes, this is going to be our first couple of fights with our new party setup. Really, it's going to be an experience on itself. Because I don't know if Dunban is someone who taunts the enemies by himself. So it could mean that there's a potential of more damage coming Shulk's way, meaning that new armor will be very important, for at least for the time being. Encourage everybody! Yeah, we're just new in this area. I think if we get the first store, that will be pretty good. I do wonder what kind of equipment piece we can get from the enemies. Like I said, I think between this and the next episode, that's going to be interesting to just hunt a lot of people, a lot of enemies and see what they drop for us. But having a store would be nice as well, because we saw it in the previous area that stores, even though we got a lot of enemy equipment, the store really did have the best stuff to start out with. Can't view it yet. So many, you can just view from the get-go. Ah, amazing! You want to go to our village? I think you don't know Makna Forest, so I help you. Village is straight across the bridge. That's not too bad. I think we could have handled that.
Oh wow, I can't believe Hum come to this place. I tell you something, there are lots of fierce hungry monsters in Makna Forest. I wanna get back to the village, so can you kill the monsters on the way?
Yes we can. 5 jungle quad wings.
Ah, you look so big and strong, I knew you'd help me. But be careful, there are lots of dangerous monsters. You want to help me some more? This time I want you to bash some Makna Forest. They look so scary. I just know they wanna gobble us Nopon up.
Well, let's be honest, Nopon do look a bit tasty. I think they would be a good replacement for chicken. There's a lot of meat on those creatures. The only thing that's stopping me is basically because they are sentient. That's never a good thing when you're checking out for some meals.
Oh, you my heroes. You don't have to worry about Makna Forest eating you. Ah, there's lots of scary red birds in Makna Forest. They're more dangerous than other monsters. They swoop down and attack you, then fly off. They came and pecked my fluffy fur. I want you to kill them.
So basically, not because of the danger of being eaten by them, but just because they damaged his clothing? Valid reason, I suppose.
There's always more of them around, when whether or not. I know you can do it.
So many monster quests, nice.
I need some more help. I want to go back to village, but there are too many monsters. They're another monster to bash. I want you to bash some Makna X.
Alright.
Ooh, when they're all gone, I can go home safely. Thank you.
Yep, that's the last one. Okay, let's check out the shop. Mm-hmm. I'm not impressed. Ah, and that's the same one I'm actually wearing right now. I thought the one that we had slots in it. Cool, because it's a store item, of course. Ooh, this is interesting. For you, we can leave it because you're gonna be away for a bit. Alright. Makna bottoms. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take it as well. Are we all gonna wear the same type of armor now? Oh, that's too big of a difference. I do hope the enemy drops will give us roughly the same stats, but then with slots in them.
Ah, come back again.
Alright, let's equip them because they're too good not to use straight away. Ooh, jungle gear. That is really cool. Does suit her really well. And still I wonder, if I don't buy the headdress, will I still have it as an appearance option because I saw it in the store? Can we check that? Yes, it is. That looks so weird. Yeah, like I said, we're not... yeah, how do we get rid of this? Yes, that's how we do it, okay. Because, like I said, I want to at least get roughly towards the end before I start using standard equipment setups just to make them look pretty. Because I do want to know what everything looks like without the added padding. Alright, gems wheel can arrange. And another time. Ooh, this might be worth it. Alright. Do we want to sell everything? Might need to check the weapon for something else I might have gotten. The Queen Cluster, Godot we'll never be able to sell. That is still good. Yeah, he only wants the heavy stuff. Alright, let's sell everything we have. Nah, we can wait. I will do it between episodes. So I can really check if there isn't actually something in there that might be worth hanging on to for a little bit longer. Alright. Oh, this is high. Look at that. Would we survive if we jumped off this? And can we actually be down there? A part of me really wants to, because that would be really cool. I will see. If that's the case, we might be able to swim towards the Niagara Falls. Will we be straight into the village, or will there still be a big part of the jungle we need to get through? At least we got a bunch of new quests in between to keep us busy. Just killing a whole bunch of extra monsters for reward, experience and all that kind of stuff. And then of course we are in the region, so new collectibles to collect. Oh, you're definitely a new enemy. enemies do start to look a bit ferocious when you start out, and they're all a bit on the nose with the sleeping thing, isn't it? We have a little bit of a look-see around, because the area is definitely going to be big. Lots of verticality, which we like. Ooh. Interesting. So is there, do we already have a place? Yeah, there. We've got a new quest over there. Well, I'm sure once we get to the village we'll get presented with a bunch of new questable items as well. So maybe we need to focus on that. And afterwards we can look around a bit, unlocking stuff. The waypoint beacon, which does fit the style of the area. 96, ooh, that's not as lethal, that is just crazy.
We can't lose. Don't hold back.
Well, technically speaking, we can lose. Let's try not to. Yeah, you can definitely notice that there isn't somebody that actually pulls all the aggro from us. Quest completed. Yeah. Definitely an easy one. Ooh, new blade. Yeah, and that's the thing. The drops that you get from enemies are so much more inclined to having gem slots. And having said that, once we get our new equipment sorted, which partly we already have, we need to go back and complete the startup of the Colony 6 quest so we can start rebuilding that, because we have heard from the gem guy that... Ooh, gotta be careful with that one. Doable, but still high. That a restored Colony 6 will be able to give us a miniature reactor, making sure that we can do gems on the go, that we don't need to go back to Colony 9, and that will definitely be not a bad thing. Okay, if you drop a chest, please don't drop it down into the abyss. Uh-oh. Nah, you're gonna die before you can do anything. Yeah, don't threaten me with a good time while you're dying, huh? Alright. So I'm guessing we're not going back over the bridge just yet. It's a very cool design, like a big old rift with water, like a Grand Canyon, with bridges going from one side to the other, connecting them all. Really intriguing design. But first, the village. And let's hope there are not too many monsters that think they can beat us and try to prove it. Ooh, Makna, look at the size of that thing. Enemies really are getting bigger, aren't they? And having the courage to keep on walking even though it's nightfall. That shows how nice of an area this is. That has to be the entrance to the No Pond village, isn't it?
Over there. Hey, are you okay? You.
Shulk, what's wrong? Another vision?
Kind of. I'm not sure. But first, she needs help.
You're right. Let's look for somewhere safe.
There, I see a clearing under a giant tree. We can easily watch for anything approaching.
Okay. I'll carry her.
She hasn't sustained any serious injuries, but her condition is far from stable.
Do you know what's wrong with her?
Her symptoms suggest ether deficiency. It's well known that Homs are strongly affected by ether levels in the environment. But I've never seen symptoms like this before. A sudden drop in ether content in the surrounding atmosphere causes a reaction. Symptoms range from fatigue to nausea. But in this girl's case...
What can we do?
We're gonna need watertight ether crystals. I'll load the crystals into a cartridge to shoot from my rifle.
Eh? You're gonna shoot her?
No, silly. I'll fire them into the air and the dispersed ether will heal her.
That's what I thought.
But the problem is the crystals. We can't just use any old crystal. They must be as pure as possible. This area must have a water source nearby. We should search there first.
I spotted a waterfall a little way back. What do you think, Charlotte? Would a waterfall produce pure crystals?
I can't think of a better place.
Then it's decided. I'll search for the crystals.
Hey, you're not going on your own.
I'll be okay. I need you to look after the group. We're short on water too, so I'll fill up our flasks.
Hey, good idea. Take care, man.
And that's it. We're just gonna go out on our own with the one only weapon that can damage a Mechon. You could have just split the group in two. Two go with one go with Shulk, other two stays behind with the girl. Yeah, it's not the smartest choice. Alright, collect some water ether crystals. Yeah, let's go straight out and do that. But again, it doesn't seem like the wisest choice to do this right now. We're gonna be attacked by something, isn't it? Yeah, let's avoid anything we can for now. Because some of these groups can be really nasty all on their own, so I have to fight them all by myself. Nope, 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 nope. And let's hope the trail doesn't lead me astray. Ooh, careful. Are we gonna go all the way back again? Where is it actually? Yeah, that is all the way back. Can we just teleport then? That may be a little bit safer than just walking. I really didn't notice that part at all. Good thing we have a quest here. You know what, I think it might be wiser to put everything in my favor and make it more during the day. At least not getting those extremely high monsters. Come on, we got this. And just like how we got here, we can always teleport. Where are we going? Let me guess, it's the birds, isn't it? Yeah, and those ones are always after us, even at the marshes. Now we have to consider that we are by ourselves right now. It might not be wise to fully engage them in combat right now. We could try, but even if we did succeed, we'll get experience and the rest won't. Yeah, I'm just gonna play it safe. I wonder if the rocks that they are carrying are actually the ether that we need to get. Like they're bringing the ether deposits back to their own nest.
Huh? Who are you?
Hello there.
Hello.
How unusual. It is quite rare to see a Homs in this region. I suppose you're wondering why I am here in that case. Then permit me to introduce myself. My name is Alvis.
Alvis?
Presley?
My name's...
It's Shulk. Isn't it?
How did you know that?
Wielder of the Monado, defender of Colony 9, the hero that has every Mechon running. You're famous amongst all Homs.
I know you from somewhere.
They're here.
Huh?
The Monado emits a particular ether wavelength in its ground state. It must have drawn them.
Huh? Oh! What are they? Albert, get out of the way! I'll deal with this myself.
I think Elvis can protect himself.
From the left? Then I'll go. Huh? How? Now, from above!
How are they doing that? Are they thinking of one thing then doing another? Like instinct?
It can't be! I saw its movements before it struck! How can it...
It is a telephia.
Telephia?
They can read your mind. Whether you have a vision or not, if they know your next move, it's all in vain.
You know about my visions? How could you possibly...
There is only one way. Stop it in its tracks, then dull its perception.
No, Albert, stop! You don't know how to... Huh? A new symbol?
Interesting. A new Monado user? A proficient one at that? Who is this guy?
That was... amazing.
I suggest you stop staring. The sword is yours to wield.
What was that light?
The Monado does not control itself. You control it.
I control it. By the light of the Monado,
So this is a lesson.
I will stop them.
Ooh, he's gonna fight with us. I wouldn't mind that. Even though, why do I think that these Telethia are his? This is just a test. Fighting a Telethia using Purge. Using Purge removes a monster's aura and temporarily prevents them from activating another aura. A Telethia's aura, Soul Read, is particularly strong. Use Purge to eliminate it before attacking. Remember to replenish the talent gauge by auto-attacking so you can activate the Monado. If this is the case, how can we actually damage them if they can read us without, if we don't remove the... I think it's like an example thing. That's why it isn't hard, but it's something we're gonna need to use later on, isn't it? Ah, they're now using it, that's why we can't gain any traction, isn't it? No, that's the wrong one. Aura Steel. So focused on Elvis. Ooh, that's on me. Alright, now let's remove his seal. And just annihilate it using the Monado wherever we can. A nice amount of damage. Not enough to take it down, but definitely get us along the way.
Well, you see now, Shulk?
Thank you. Hey, wait a second. More importantly, where on Bionis did you learn to use the Monado?
They were not the primary Telethia. Merely its spawn. The primary Telethia dwells elsewhere in Makna Forest. Is it wounded? I see. The Telethia is hurt and lies in rest, wounded by a girl.
A girl?
The Monado is a divine sword capable of disturbing the very fabric of existence. of both the material and the immaterial.
Alvis,
I
How do you
I
know
recognize
so
that
much
symbol
about
on
the
his
Monado?
neck.
who are you?
Shulk!
He's
Shulk!
definitely someone important.
That's Ryan. I'm over here!
Shulk, we looked all over for you. Thought you'd been eaten by the forest.
Sorry, Ryan. I got attacked by Telethia. If it hadn't been for Alvis, I wouldn't have survived.
Who?
Alvis? Who's that?
I'll introduce you. He's the one that... Alvis? But he was...
There's no one here.
I'm telling you, he was right here. He even taught me how to unlock a new power from the Monado.
Just you and me, Shulk. Ain't no one else around. You probably passed out from dehydration and dreamt this guy up.
I don't
Come
know.
on.
He was definitely
Wait till the
there.
others hear this.
He was here, Ryan. I didn't dream it. I'm not lying.
Okay, okay. I believe you. And while you were having fun with your imaginary friend, did you find any ether crystals?
Yes. Good quality ones, too.
Perfect. Come on. We should hurry them back to Sharla. Hang around here long enough and we'll get whacked by an imaginary beast.
So
I'm
weird.
not lying.
He definitely isn't.
Alvis. Who are you?
An enemy that renders your visions useless. This forest holds many surprises. Not least creatures we've never seen before. And now we know there is another who can use the Monado.
Yeah.
I can't wait to meet him.
So you weren't just having a sneaky nap then?
No.
I'm just saying. You and Dunban are the only ones I know that can wield the Monado. How would this guy know how?
Okay, locked and loaded. Everyone, stand back.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah, she's coming round. All thanks to our medic.
Are you okay?
Where am I?
Everything's fine. You're gonna be...
Get your hands off me!
Ah! Hey, watch it!
Forgive me. I did not mean to...
Sorry if we surprised you.
Are you the ones who helped me?
Well, something like that.
Excuse me. My name is Melia. Forgive my indiscretion. I have not had the pleasure of coming into contact with the male Homs.
Coming into contact?
Hey, Shulk, you're creeping this lady out.
Shut up, Ryan.
This large one is far worse.
Me?
So true. So true.
Melia, is it? How did you get here then? What, is there no one with you? I must apologize, but my situation does not concern you. And I shall not be divulging anything to common passers-by.
Duly noted, your ladyship. But if I were to be so bold, I'm guessing that you didn't come here alone. And you weren't just taking an afternoon nap.
And what, may I ask, are you doing here? It is rare to see Homs venture this deep into Makna Forest.
We're traveling to the head of the Bionis. We've got a long journey ahead of us.
The head of the Bionis?
We were just figuring out how to get there when we found you.
I see. Then permit me to return the favor by aiding you in your quest.
Really?
There is only one path to the head of the Bionis. It is the path that leads to Erith Sea.
So, this Erith Sea is at the head of the Bionis.
If you would be kind enough to escort me out of the forest, I will show you the way.
You do that? Thank you, Melia. I'm Shulk. Pleased to meet you.
Shulk? Ah, yes. Likewise.
She's a bit high and mighty. But she's a Homs too, right? Why is she here alone?
She's not a Holmes.
Ask her yourself. I'm not good with her posh accent.
She feels different. But that could be me. She's definitely royalty.
We shall travel to the Nopon village.
Nopon village? That's where we've been heading. We reckon it's our best chance of making it to the top.
Since inhabiting the region, the Nopon have been a great help. You can travel to Erith Sea from their village.
It's settled. We'll make our way to the Nopon village.
Very well. The Nopon inhabit a giant tree. If we follow this trail, we will be safe.
I knew it was gonna be by the big tree. Or I think I already said that in the last episode. Ooh, a reserve. That means a fighting member. Yeah, we're not gonna have both our healers in reserve. One of them needs to be in the party. Beware of monsters with the spike ability. From Makna Forest onwards, you will encounter monsters with spike abilities. These monsters can automatically deal damage and inflict debuffs on a party in certain circumstances. Spike damage cannot be lessened by increasing physical defense or ether defense. So it's like a poison or something? Damaging us through the entire fight? There are 3 types of spike abilities. The counter spike, the monster deal damage or inflict debuffs when attack. The monster topple, down spike. The monster deals damage or inflicts debuff when attacked if it's suffering topple. Close spike. The monster deals damage or inflicts debuff if a party member is getting too close. Range combat. Combat spike abilities. Monado Art Purge neutralizes an opponent's spike abilities for a certain length of time. Spike Defense Gem reduces spike damage. Also bear in mind that counter spike abilities can be neutralized by inflicting topple. Okay, so more reasons to use Purge from our Monado. This is more than clear, I would say. We're roughly still at the same location. Few monsters everywhere. But first, who are we gonna keep in our party? I think Melia is also a healer. Or at least we thought of much when we saw the cutscene last episode with her healing their other party members. I think for now, until we get to Nopon Village, I think our current team would be good enough. And after that, we can decide whether or not to switch Sharla for Melia, even if it's just for a little bit of time. Yeah. Because we know this party functions, at least for the moment. Let's go back to where we found her. The contaminated area. Why is this area the only one contaminated? Because she gave her all and that infected the entire surroundings? It basically drew out all the ether, making everything dead? That could be it. Lots of monsters laying in wait. Yeah, we're gonna walk ahead a little bit more before we call it for the day. But I'm gonna see if we can at least get towards the village. If at all that's possible, and then next time we can of course finish up all the fighting quests. Maybe getting some new ones at the Nopon village. And trying to get all the collectible items we need for this region. Which I'm pretty sure is gonna be a lot. Damn, look at that ether deposit. That's huge. Yeah, the path we need to take is not going the same way as I thought it was. So where it's going with this? Well, there's a lot of big monsters here. Well, not too high. We should be able to beat them, but maybe a bit much at this time. Can you get a little bit lower so I can see you? Immune, so it's just an attack, nothing more than that. What the hell? We're toppled and one of us is dead. That was a very hard attack.
Let's keep on going like this, guys.
Yeah, that just shows us that we need to fight more of these monsters to get stronger, so we can handle them with at least more of ease. Is that it? Is that the village? Twisted Tree Gate. I think so. We're gonna get off the ground where all the monsters are. Yeah, I think so. Ooh. Terra Orluga. That's big, boy.
Ah, you see walkway here. If you want to go to Frontier Village, it's safe to go this way. No one never like you can believe me.
Alright, let's at least get to it. So we can potentially see... Ooh. You're so big. I don't think I want to fight you.
Yes, no.
Ah, Frontier Village is just up ahead. You see red light? Village just past there.
Ah, so we're looking for the village in the red light district. Alright, we can do that. Why are these... Ooh, a 96 lakelet mammoth. That's huge. Can you imagine one day trying to beat one of those things? I really want to.
This is the entrance to Frontier Village.
So this big tree is where the Nopon live.
Ah, Bird Lady. Welcome back, Bird Lady.
I wish to speak with the village chief. Will you permit us to enter?
My pleasure, my pleasure.
I shall take you to the village chief. Follow me.
Yeah, I think beneath her cap she has wings. I've seen a trailer of Xenoblade 3. I think that's why she's being called a bird lady.
Hum here! Hum here!
Hum who? Hum who?
Hum everywhere. Me want touch hum.
Me want nibble hum.
Hum taste pig.
hum scary.
Nopon of Frontier Village. Melia Antigua has returned. I request an audience with your chief. Chief, will you hear my request?
Melia here. Bird lady here.
Melia back! Bird lady back!
Bird lady?
My dear
That's an
Melia,
ancient Nopon.
It's good to see you again so soon. And you look so well. And what of your men?
They are at one with the Bionis. They sacrificed their lives so that I might escape. But this is not my reason for coming. These Homs need your help. Will you be so kind as to listen to their request?
What could a hum need of me?
They require safe passage to Erith Sea.
I see no reason to deny them. And Melia, what of you?
I have unfinished business in this region. Once these Homs are safely on their way, I shall be on mine as well.
We're gonna help her with her mission, isn't it?
Something's troubling her.
We found her half dead and all alone. But I don't suppose she'll tell us the reason anytime soon.
Maybe we can help. I'll go and talk to her.
And she's gone again. Alright. So, we got a whole big place to explore next time, but for now I'm leaving it here. I will probably use the store that we have here, just to see if there's anything nice and new. Now it does look like it's the same thing we saw at the other store. Yeah, it is. Maybe 1 or 2 extra additions, which is looking very nice. And we got some book for intermediate. Allows Ricky to learn further levels of this art. Okay. Good. Yeah. So, in between the episodes, I will fight a bunch of monsters in this region based upon the quest that we have already. I will probably just sort out the equipment as well, seeing if there's any more things in the shop here that we can use that is better than set up of the gems accordingly, so we can keep on fighting and maybe gain 1 or 2 levels, if at all possible, of course, if we can get that. And next time, of course, we're gonna explore this entire town, open up the quests, and maybe go back to the bridge and try to fight off the White Noxus so we can start up rebuilding Colony 6 into a proper town, where we might get that engine that we want for the portable gem forge, which would be really nice to have. But that's all for next time. For now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are, and if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and make sure to come back next time if we can see if we can start rebuilding Colony 6. Bye bye.